What's good with you, YouTube? Antayami here, and we're back with another video. And in today's video, we got... Chat, you guys smell something burning? Something cooking? Ah! Alright guys, alright. We're back. We're back. In today's video, I got 3 things to showcase. We got a replay, which you guys are looking at here right now, of me going second versus the Odeon deck. This is game number 2. And I'm going to go ahead and just, I guess, spoil it. My opponent didn't droll me. So let's pretend instead of him having droll, he just had like a second man with a mark or insert brick. Because for some reason, he didn't droll me. But anyway, so we're going to showcase that off. I do want to showcase off a 2-card combo with the engine. We're going to showcase a kind of like a 2-card combo showing off the really cool spicy engine that I've been popping off with. So let's go ahead and hop into this real quick. So we have the Odeon deck here, and he's about to go first and pop off. I have Droll and Ash, and then I have these cards in hand. So let's go ahead and get started. By the way, I didn't know what deck my opponent's on because I went full combo basically, and I played through like 2 hand traps and he just instantly scooped. So I didn't side deck. So that's why I still have like cards like this or, you know, whatever. Didn't side deck at all. So he starts with Menorah Summon Men of the Mark, activate the effect, and let's just go ahead and just speed through this real quick. I droll him, he calls by the grave, and then he goes Fill Spell sets. I add the actual effect, so he just couldn't really get into like the temple into just everything. I don't even know if he's playing Fiendsmith in this version or not, and I'm not going to peek the extra deck to showcase that because who cares? Most likely he is. So yeah, so we just cut him off here. So in draw phase, he immediately goes into the Serpent here, which is going to set up a continuous Omni Negate. I can't think of his name, the Swamp Deity. So he has that set. I started with the normal summon Sylvie here, activate the effect of Sylvie. It gets met with this, which I kind of expected, but the problem with this was the known or the unknown card. He should have activated this because I knew what this card was, and now I have free information here, so I know he has another like Desiree negate here. So then he goes into that negating my Sylvie, which is weird because he had Droll. I would let that go, get me the free search, and then roll me, and then he pretty much wins the game. But thank you for being a good sport, I guess. He just knew that I was gonna probably make a YouTube video out of this if this went through, so like whatever. Then I went Rusia effect to discard Curse of the Little Bells to draw a card. He stops that, sure. Curse is going to activate here to search for the Phyllis of Dilla Bells, and that get met with a Dominus Purge. So cool. Now I overlay into the Banshee. Banshee effect is going to activate searching my really cool tech card, which is Poplar. So Poplar is going to activate its effect, and this engine right now for going second is really insane. I actually beat a Raizio player under Dweller because I activated Bonfire into Poplar, and look at how much destruction this is. Like, it's insane, right? So I go Poplar. Since I didn't side deck, I actually side deck Subversion in his deck. So I was like, you know what? I don't know what deck I'm playing against. Let's just keep in the cards. Like, I probably would have still searched the Dramatic Chase here, but we're going to talk about this card and how broken this card is in this particular deck in the future, or in the deck profile. So anyway, so we go Poplar. We're going to link up the Poplar for an Anima Zone. Then we're going to use Poplar's effect to spell and trap itself, and now is a continuous spell, which is very important in this White Forest deck. Then we're going to use Anima's effect to target the trap, and then we're going to suck it up. And of course, it's not going to get the stats because it's a trap card, and only gets the stats if it sucks up a monster. So keep that in mind. Also, I could not go into Doom Dragon here. I'm going to go ahead and showcase Doom Dragon because it takes face-up monster cards you control. So this is not a monster card. This is a trap. So I could not go into the Doom Dragon to spell and trap something, and then I could take the Doom Dragon and this and go into an SP Loader Knight to like triple board break. But yeah, so we went a little bit of a different route. I could have activated Dramatic Chase to spell and trap. I guess we'll talk about this. You can actually spell and trap Fitz, and I'll talk about why that's also very important as we get into their profile. But we could have did that, spell and trap a monster, and then go into the Doom's Dragon, and then keep pushing from there, right? But I decided to go for this line. So I go in SP Lord Knight. SP Lord Knight banishing the fill spell, because the idea here is to like banish the fill spell, beat over this, and then I can out this. And then I guess he has to top deck into something really good, which basically my Ash can beat. So this is pretty much outing all his resources here. And we'll go from here. Battle phase, beat over the man with the mark. We had to do that because man on the mark is protected by the fill spell, and the fill spell is protecting this. So we had to do it like that. In phase, we go into the Dramatic Chase. Dramatic Chase is spell and trapping the Bell Star here. Fun fact, and I'll show you guys this in the combo, which is going to make sense. This card is very versatile. I freaking love it. So we're going to use the Dramatic Chase in phase effect to special summon my Adjudicator. Adjudicator's effect is going to activate on in phase. To pop, it doesn't really matter at this point. I went for this one because I just went for it. And then we pass. So we have SP Little Knight plus Adjudicator here, and we have a Poplar for any like White Forest top deck or anything like that, and it's going to keep like recycling itself, which is really good. So he top deck Temple, which doesn't do anything. So he goes into Link Spider, and I was like, okay. He normal summons the Drone Lockbird that should have been activated. Whatever. I just go Adjudicator, and then we're just gonna pop the Spider, and that is pretty much game. Oh well, I forgot. He didn't scoop. He kept going. So yeah, he goes into Typhon. Activate the effect of Typhon, or not activate the effect of Typhon. He beats over my SP Little Knight, which is smart, and then he bounced back my Adjudicator here. Which is very smart because I don't have any more spells in my grave. So I can't just summon it back. I have a trap, which is the harder part, but I don't have a spell here. So yeah, we had to work on getting that. So I had to top deck something that wasn't a hand trap. Like Valor would kill me. Any of those top decks would kill me. But any White Forest card, any spell will be perfect. So it's still a good chunk of my deck. So I felt pretty confident here. And now we top deck into the Hallowed Azamina, which is unfortunate for my opponent because this is treated as a simple spells card. So we activate this, and then we pretty much just win from here. We go into RC Elegos, searching out the Wanted here. Then after that, we activate Wanted. Wanted is going to add Black Witch, and then Poplar is going to be used as a beautiful sacrifice. Her little pet. It's so cute because they're together now in the same deck again, which is really cool. Of course, we're going to spell and trap our Poplar. This is going to spell and trap our Deception. We're going to activate Deception, but we don't need to. We're going to activate this first. And actually, we just didn't Deception here because we just have game here, right? We just have game. So yeah, we just fast forward this a little bit. We're going to pay $350, which is probably the lowest I ever paid for this effect. We're just going to pop that, activate the effects, and then the Poplar, and this is enough for game here, and he just scoops it up here. So that was really cool, and that just showcasing off the Flame Banshee, not necessarily Bonfire, but same difference, right? So very awesome with that. Now let's go ahead and hop into the 2-card combo that I want to showcase you guys. So we're here with the 2-card combo here. This is it could be an infinite amount of things, right? This could be Bonfire plus Fill Spell. It could be just a lot of different things here. It could be Elzette plus Bonfire. Any of your White Forest cards do extremely well here. So let's just go ahead and keep pushing here, right? So I just want to showcase this example. I'll probably showcase more combos and things of that nature, maybe some spreadsheets and stuff like that. Well, not necessarily doing a full spreadsheet, but I'll go over the combo via the videos. I'll probably go over that on the next time I do an upload or whatever, right? So we're going to go Bonfire here. Bonfire is going to search out our Poplar. Poplar is going to trigger, and we're going to special summon Poplar. Poplar is going to spell and trap, or not spell and trap, sorry, search the Dramatic Chase. Then we're going to link it off into Anima, and we're going to spell and trap the Poplar here. Dramatic Chase is going to spell and trap the Black Witch here because another card that came back into my extra deck, because this is more of a pure version, and this is helping us get into you know, the White Forest engine and stuff like that. Yes, so we can actually link off the Anima and the Black Witch using this as a extra deck monster, and then using this as a spellcaster to make Chorozo. So Chorozo is back now because I love Poplar and the synergy it has with this card in particular, which is really cool. So now we're gonna go ahead and special summon Azamina Elzette, and then we're gonna synchro into the Arcia. which is going to be a chain link 1 here, chain link 2, sending Poplar, and Poplar is using itself as an extra spell and trap here, so we're not really going super minus with her effect. We don't need to draw an extra spell with her. We have Poplar, which is really, really sick. We're gonna search for the Elzette here, and then in this combo, I'm not gonna play through a nib. I'm gonna go full gas and full crazy. All right, so this end board is gonna be probably not the best end board you can end on through these 2 cards, but just note that I'm just going balls to the walls, just going full crazy. All right, so I'm gonna add these 2 cards. Next, I'm gonna activate Deception to put it on the field. We're gonna go Azette to send it to the graveyard, searching Sylvie. We have Enormous Summon, by the way. Next, we're going to the Delabelle's. Delabelle's effect is going to add back the Deception. Then we're going to Enormous Summon Sylvie. Sylvie's effect is going to add the fill spell, activate Deception. Deception is going to tribute to Sylvie. We're going to add the Hollowed. Hollow is going to activate summoning the Arcielago. Arcielago's effect is going to activate, adding Wanted. And then I think we all know where this is all going. So we're going to shuffle back the Azamina for the Hollowed. And then we're going to activate Hollowed, chain Wanted. We're going to search this. And the reason why I went for this instead of the Black Witch, because I want to showcase this a little interaction, which I think is really cute. So Wanted now can be basically 2 Simple Spoils cards, because this can actually search this, and this is actually treated as a Simple Spoils card. Again, balls to the wall, really risky in this particular line, but I just want to showcase it, right? So now we can actually turn this into a Link 2, or sorry, a Fusion 2, and then we're going to go for the Saint Azamina here. Then we're going to use Saint Azamina to go into the Severa, and then we're going to link those 2 off into an SP Loader Knight. Now, a little misplay here. I could have actually used Sylvie's Graveyard effect to shuffle back this to like summon itself back to go into the SP Loader Knight, keeping this on board and keeping it like somewhere here, somewhere, you know, but I didn't think about that at the time. So yeah, but you could technically just do that to keep her on board and it has still SP Loader Knight. Next, we go into the Witches of the White Forest, which is going to search our White Witch. White Witch effect is going to send the fill spell. We're going to Foolish Burial the Curse. Curse is going to searches out our Delabelle's, which is completely dead here because we went for this search instead of the other search. So it doesn't really matter. But now we're going to use the Graveyard effect of Delabelle's. Delabelle Star, the Ascend Adjudicator, to summon itself out. And then, oops, I didn't mean to end the replay. Okay, so we're back. So also with this, I still have a draw that I didn't want to go for because again, I don't want to go for draws in like these kind of combos because I changed the variants of what you can draw. We have an SP Loader Knight, Delabelle's of the White Forest, Delabelle's of White Witch, Adjudicator, and an Omni Negate. And we have still another card in hand. And yeah, this is just off of Bonfire plus Azamina Elzette. So again, it could have been a little bit better because this could have been a not Queen Azamina, but a Saint Azamina right here. So that inboard could have been even better. But again, that's just kind of showcase off like the engine and what I believe it can do, which is amazing. It's good for going second. It's great for going first. It's insane. It's very, very insane. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and showcase off the deck list. And if you guys have any questions thus far, please leave a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to answer any of you guys' questions. And let's go into the deck profile. All right, so this is the deck profile or the deck list. Again, it's still a work in Magic. I had it at 42. I had it at 43. I have it at 44. There was a version where I actually cut both of these cards and still ended on both of these. But I like having this card to be a 1-card combo because it helps you just play through hand traps. Because it's been a lot of times where I will literally just search this mid combo. I do my thing and then I get nibbed and then I just activate this and end on these 2 anyway. So I actually like having this being a 1-card combo because this card does become a little awkward in some scenarios. So again, I don't think the deck list is perfect, but we're going into the right direction. I actually want to play a Stellar because I think I had a Stellar in one of my lists and I cut her because, you know, whatever. But I feel like with the Snake Eye package, a Stellar becomes really strong because you can actually normal summon the Stellar and use like the Poplar as like the tribute, and it feels really, really good. And if your Stellar gets stopped, you still technically have like the Dilla Bellstar and the Anima face up in the zone too. So if your a Stellar gets hand trapped, then you can just turn that into the Chorozo and just combo off anyway, right? And if you discard a spell or a trap at that point, then the Stellar comes right back and it's like free value. So a Stellar actually sounds really crispy in this deck. But this is the deck list right here. Again, if you guys have any questions about it, it's all here, and I can go over every little card. Like, this card is really, 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 really cool. It's really cool. Another thing about this really cool interaction, I actually opened up Hollow Azamina and Dramatic Chase, and Dramatic Chase is not a simple spoils card, but it can become a simple spoils card, and this card cannot be ashed, which is amazing. It can't be interacted. If you activate this card, it's resolving. It's just how it is, right? So you can actually go Spell and Trap the Adjusticator, and even though it says this card is always treated as a simple spoils card, even in the back row as a Spell and Trap, it still acts like a simple spoils card, and you can actually use Hollowed to send it away. So just to kind of showcase that off, if you guys don't believe me, let's see if I can do this. And yeah, so we're gonna activate, Spell and Trap this, and then we're gonna activate, and then you go into your lines off that as well. So very versatile card, very, very cool. And yeah, again, if you guys have any questions on the deck list, it's here. Another fun fact and another really cool interaction of how I actually beat the Rizio player when I got Dwellered is that when he had Detonator plus Dweller, I actually didn't XYZ Encore to Dweller just because I had the Bonfire, and I just prayed that my opponent did not have Ash. So I actually went XYZ Encore targeting the Detonator. He had X underneath the Detonator, and I think he had like Node or something. I think it was Ice or Node, I can't remember. And you know what's really funny about the interaction? So XYZ Encore summoned those monsters back, right? But since X Rizio and the other Rizio monster comes back at level 3, he no longer controls level 4 monsters, and they can't get a search off that. The only way they can get a search off of XYZ Encore if you summon back Sword. Another fun thing about XYZ Encore that has like amazing synergy is that you can actually choose where you summon those monsters back. So you automatically put them in the Anima zone, which is insane. So hence why you put them in the Anima zone, you can go Bonfire, Bonfire, Poplar, Poplar, summon itself out. You could search this if you want. A lot of times I do keep this card in going second. So you can actually go Dramatic Chase into either whatever one fits the bill, doesn't really matter, whatever feels right in the situation. A lot of times I do keep this card going in second, and I actually side out 1, 2, 3. So I side out these 3 cards and keep these cards in, because this card actually can come up going second just to pop. And also it still gets the special summon effect if you control like a Dilla Bellstar or, you know, a Dilla Bell's monster. So this effect will come up more going second than this card. So I cut those cards for going second. So yeah, and then you go Anima. Anima take their monster, and now since their monster is in the Spell and Trap zone, you can actually turn their monster that you just took in, I don't know, Poplar, and turn that into a Doom Dragon. Doom Dragon now is going to activate to Spell and Trap another monster, which could be Dweller, doesn't really matter. And then you can turn both of those into a SP Little Knight. Or you can just go Battle Phase, beat over something, SP Little Knight out another thing, usually out the fill spell at that point. And then you do all of that without even a normal summon. And you did that with 1 card. Well, XYZ Encore was like the extra example here, but you actually broke that entire board for the most part, which is Bonfire, which is insane. And you didn't even like summon a Sylvie or anything like that. It's very low committal and it's insane, right? So, yep. That's going to be it for my yapping. Again, look at the deck list. I think I pretty much explained a lot in this list. And guys, again, if you guys like what you see, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button and leave a like. And again, comment down below what you guys think about the cool tech and what we can do to move it forward, right? So anyway, guys, have a great rest of your night.